Well, Veterans Day ceremonies were held today across the country in honor of those who have served. President Biden laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier during a Veterans Day ceremony at Arlington National Ceremony. He also delivered remarks calling for national unity less than a week after the election. First Lady Jill Biden, Vice President Harris, and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff were also in attendance.
And here in the city, the Intrepid Museum held its annual Veterans Day ceremony. The nation's service members honored for their service and sacrifice. Former crew members of the USS Intrepid were also recognized. A commemorative wreath was laid in the Hudson River to honor those who had served the country.
The city's 105th annual Veterans Day Parade marched through Manhattan today. Organizers with the United War Veterans Council say more than 20,000 participants from across the country came out for the celebration.
Zinnia Maldonado was on the parade route.
Whether in uniform, marching down Fifth Avenue, or on the sidelines, American flag in hand, pride and respect for U.S. veterans was the theme during Monday's Veterans Day Parade. Veterans and active service members first participating in the wreath-laying ceremony at the Eternal Light Memorial at Madison Square Park.
Present arms!
It's a moment of reflection for all of us in uniform, and it's a great reminder of what the city of New York has done for veterans.
The 105th annual parade then kicking off at 5th Ave and 25th Street. This year's featured service branch was the Marine Corps, but of course all members were honored.
As honorary marshal, I'm really representing for the women veterans. We're the largest growing community within the veteran population, so it's really important to see the service and sacrifice of women veterans throughout our history.
The parade, of course, very special to both veterans and active service members, but it's also a special celebration for their families.
My grandfather is a veteran. He was a POW during World War II.
America wouldn't be what it is without those who risked their lives fighting for us.
My dad died in the Pacific. He was a Navy pilot. My mother was in the Women's Army Corps.
Making their way up the mile-long route, marching bands, military units, veterans organizations, all coming together to pay homage to the sacrifices made by our nation's heroes.
It's an honor and a privilege, a commitment that we do, but we owe it to our communities, our families, for supporting us and guaranteeing our successes.
From Madison Square Park, Zinnia Maldonado, CBS News, New York.